everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and I want to show you a new mini album I made using the Welcome Fall 6x6 paper pad from Cartabella. I have not used up all of the papers. I sort of made this into a little package because I have some ephemera and probably about 6 full sheets of 6x6 paper and the ephemera, and I'm going to use that for cards because the sentiments on the ephemera, let me show you the ephemera kit. It was this one, is appropriate for cards. You know, it just welcome fall, fall's in the air, hello fall. And you couldn't put that many hello falls into the same book, although I tried. And also the thing about this is how to make a mini album using a 6x6 paper pad. It's a very quick and easy project, and I don't know, I just think it's quick and easy, and I have a tutorial on this. I'm not sure if it's going to be connected to this, or I think there will be a link. In fact, yes, I will link the tutorial in the description box, and you can go there and see how to make a cute little mini album with a 6x6 paper pad. So this mini is about 6 1/4 by just about 5. It's really 4 3/4, something like that, and about a 2 1/4 inch spine. I have some other minis on my channel. I did a cute little fall one just a little bit ago, and I will link that as well. So anyhow, when you're using a 6x6 paper pad, a lot of times it's just easy just to use the 6-inch length in the inside. So then that means your cover's big. So what you have to do is layer. So there is a burgundy layer of cardstock underneath this plaid. And then, I mean, there's 6 layers here. There's this, which was a cut apart, and just love the pumpkin. I used a stub and scallop We Are Memory Keepers corner punch for this with a burgundy layer below. And then there's this green. And then there is the craft color, which is how I made the book with craft. Then there's this gorgeous plaid. And then there's the burgundy. And then there's the craft. So I use flowers from my stash. I don't know if you can see, but I had these teeny little leaves. I mean, I don't think you can see. Let's put that underneath it. See how teeny those are? In my stash. I have had them, no kidding, 15 years. And so now I've decided I'm just going to try to use them wherever I can. They just add a little extra oomph to this. I had these flowers in my stash, which were perfect because they're not really burgundy, they're not really brown, but they matched with everything here. And then I had these white, which came from a Christmas collection, oddly enough, and then these tan flowers. And just to add a little more texture, I made a couple little nests with some very thin twine. So that all goes together. Let me move my props out of the way and show you this mini. So in the tutorial I say, you know, I'm not going to put a pocket in the front inside cover, and I didn't, but, well, I sort of did. I just used a cut apart and layered it a couple of times and glued it on a couple of sides. So it is a pocket, but it's a very informal pocket. And again, here to stretch the paper, I put a border of another paper. It's this yellow, which actually this yellow is not exactly in this the colors of the paper, but I inked around the edges and it looks pretty close. So there is a little tag that you could use for journaling, and there's a tag from that ephemera kit. This is another tag from the ephemera, and here is the page, burgundy cardstock in the back. I could have used more pattern paper because obviously I had some, but I just felt like there were so many plaids and leaves that it was all starting to be visually messy. So I just wanted something plain. And thank goodness I had that burgundy paper. So here's just a cut apart. I did not back that because, you know, it's cute and you could still put a photo on there and you have that gorgeous background. And again, the stub and scallop punch for that to put your photos on. And then this album is simple. It's got 3 pages of one kind, 2 pages of the other. So the first kind of page has a pocket on the front and a pocket on the back, and it's a hidden pocket with a top loading mat. So there is the mat. I made the little tag for it. I show you in the tutorial how you can make tags. Oh, it may have been in the other mini that was similar to this. I don't remember. And I like the idea of having these little pieces of ribbon because I had some little pieces of ribbon in my stash. I didn't have a lot to go with this album, but I had a little. And so I just cut those. So there's page 1 and here's page 2, which again is that same style. It's the pocket. I use plain paper. There is a cut apart to put on your photos. There is a 3x4 journaling card. And then this is one of the pieces from the ephemera kit. I backed it on burgundy, popped it up, did a little nest from twine, and made a little twine bow on that flower. Just, again, adding some texture. I love this paper. I love the design. I love the patterns. I love the fact that there's pumpkins in there. So I wanted that to be on one page. Now, you still could put a photo here. The page is not quite 4x6. It is, well, just a smidgen below. I guess it is supposed to be 6 inches, and it's 4.5. So you could put a 4x6 photo, but I would tell you, take a 4x6 photo and cut it down just by 1/2 inch, and then it'll look fabulous on this page. So this page is fairly plain. Again, so if you put a photo, most of the beautiful paper will show. But there is a hidden photo mat inside the pocket. And this is the second kind of page. It really is very plain. It's just one of those 2 pages with no pocket on it. So again, I put a piece of ribbon, and I used a staple to put it on. This ribbon, incidentally, is antique ribbon. I think it originally cost 5 cents. I think I probably paid in a thrift store maybe 5 cents because I bought a whole bunch of them for $1. So anyhow, and it's a beautiful color to go with this collection. So the back side of this has these sign boards, and then there is a border strip with the sign boards. I put that on the plaid paper. There's a 3x4 cut apart. There is another photo mat journaling card in the pocket, and then of course this page has the photo mat that is top loading. That's exactly the same as number 1, so I won't take it out all the way. On this page I didn't have a cut apart, so I made a tag. I put a couple of different ribbons in. I had some of this fabulous fun fur that Jackie from Jack's Scraps sent me. Thank you, Jackie. And I just made a little tag. I just had these 2-inch, not even 2-inch scraps left from when I cut this page or this piece of paper, and I just backed it on some cardstock. I made a 1/2-inch circle, and then I punched a hole in it and, you know, just made a tag that way. There is another photo mat, and I love fall most of all. I know a lot of people have that same sentiment. So there's that page. Again, great room there for a photo. And here is our hidden mat. There's the back side of that. I just liked this paper. And again, if you put a photo on here, I don't have any paper right next to me that I could put down to show you how a photo would look. That? No. You get the idea though. I mean, cut it down, you've got the border around here, and it's fabulous. This was one of the cut aparts from the paper, similar to that. I cut it down a little bit, put it on, no, I didn't put on border, I just cut it down a little bit. 3x4 cut apart, the journaling card, and then there again is that burgundy background, and there is the top loading photo mat. And then that brings us to the back page. Welcome Fall. I just love the orange and burgundy. I mean, it's a real pretty orange. Here's another tag that I made. And then there's your photo mat. And that goes in there. And there's the back page, which is a great place to feature a 4x6 photo, you know, somebody jumping in the leaves or whatever it is you have. And then there's the back cover, my spine, and there we are, back to the front cover. So that is what I have for you today for the Fall is in the Air mini album made using the Cartabella Welcome Fall paper. Thanks so much for watching. Have a fabulous day.